Thanks so much for joining us here on this Monday at noon. I'm Brooke Hash. The family of a firefighter seriously injured in Marion County Friday says they'll likely be donating his organs this evening. Raywick firefighter Brian Hatt is in U of L's ICU in the meantime. He and another firefighter, Leonard Winkler, were responding to a call when their truck flipped over into an embankment Friday. Our Clary Shaley and photojournalist Aspen Hester attended a prayer vigil just last night, bringing support to these grieving communities.
We have all been close to our knees in the last few days praying for Brian and for Leonard.
Families of Raywick firefighters Brian Hatt and Leonard Winkler find comfort in the community after a crash sent both men to the hospital Friday.
When one hurts, they all come together to do what they can do to help each other out. They don't let anyone fight alone, and that is definitely the true meaning of brotherhood and sisterhood, and not only just the community service, but in the firehood.
Army veterans Hatt and Winkler were en route to assist neighboring Loretto Fire Department when Hatt, who was driving the truck, lost control on Kentucky 527 and hit an embankment, causing the truck to overturn. Hatt was thrown from the truck, and Winkler was trapped inside.
Yeah, and if you knew him, you'd have a friend as soon as you knew him.
Hatt is in U of L's ICU. His family has scheduled to donate his organs Monday. The department said Winkler is doing well and being treated at the University of Kentucky Hospital.
And Leonard's joining us via Facebook tonight as well.
On St. Francis Raywick Road, cars speed around the corner where Hatt and Winkler went off the road, just 5 minutes from their fire station.
They need to put a guardrail up or widen it or something. But they need to definitely get this fixed.
In her years living off this road, Mary Hall says she's seen many crashes, but none like the one Friday.
It's like a nightmare. That's what it is. I mean, it will scare you half to death.
Back at the fire station,
This candle represents Brian and Leonard. This candle represents the Raywick Fire Department.
the light of Hatt, Winkler, and the Raywick Fire Department stays burning. For a community they've dedicated their lives to, now they're returning the favor. In Raywick, Clarice Shaley, WHAS11 on your side.
A GoFundMe account has been set up to help Brian Hatt's family with medical costs. You can find more information and that link on our website, WHAS11.com. An LMPD detective helped save residents during an apartment fire over the weekend. The department said the detective was first on scene Saturday and saw heavy smoke and residents in a state of panic. He immediately went into those apartments off South 8th Street and began evacuating residents before firefighters and other emergency personnel arrived. The detective was later treated for smoke inhalation and minor burns. We know an adult and 2 children were displaced due to that fire. Now, as for the cause, Louisville fire investigators say 2 kids who lived at that complex started a trash fire outside the building, which spread into a first-floor apartment through a window. Police said a 14-year-old caused panic at a high school football game Friday night when he shot multiple rounds in the school's parking lot, injuring an 18-year-old.
Wait. They said we got shots fired. People are running like crazy because they say shots are fired.
So this happened at Mayfield High School Friday night. During the game's live stream, you can see those players and fans running for safety when gunfire broke out during the 4th quarter of the annual Battle of the Birds games between Mayfield and Graves High. Police said that 14-year-old boy from Fulton, Kentucky was arrested and charged with first-degree assault. The victim, identified as Jordan Riley from Farmington, Kentucky, was airlifted to an out-of-state hospital where he remains in stable condition as of Sunday. Cave City police say a civil dispute got out of hand over the weekend, leading one man to flip several cars with a skid steer. Police said the park's co-owner there, Roy Spiker, got into a disagreement before going on a rampage and then drove that skid steer toward another man's house on the property. The homeowner, who knew Spiker, said he fired shots toward him and damaged a car in the process, but no one was hurt. Spiker's charged with first-degree wanton endangerment and criminal mischief. The park's CEO estimates Spiker caused at least $750,000 in damages. Jeffersonville police are asking for your help as they investigate a fatal hit and run. We know 41-year-old Samuel Carlisle was hit and killed around 3 Sunday morning off 8th Street. Police have not identified the driver or the vehicle responsible, but believe that car should have some front end damage. If you have any information, you can call Jeffersonville police or submit an anonymous tip at that number on your screen. That's 812-218-TIPS. A beautiful day right now on your Monday during the lunch hour. Look at those beautiful blue skies.
Wow.
And Matthew, we know this week is going to feel real good.
Absolutely. It's going to feel like fall outside, so I highly advise you getting out and enjoy it each and every day, especially for the lunch hour. It is going to be downright gorgeous outside. Current temperatures right now, 71 degrees in Seymour, nice and comfortable. Louisville, 73 degrees. Down in Shepherdsville, same case. Elizabethtown, 74, and into Campbellsville, 75 degrees. As we look at those weather headlines ahead, overall, we'll like to see some nice fall-like temperatures and even a dry streak that's going to keep us nice and dry pretty much for the next 5 to 7 days. And that sunshine going to keep on coming each and every day. As we look at satellite and radar, not much going on, just a few clouds that's out there for us for this lunch hour and going to stay nice and dry over the next several days. Look at those current dew points into the 40s and 50s, which is nice, dry, and comfortable for us out there. So as we look at that coffee planner, by the midday, we'll be into the upper 70s, topping off right around 77 degrees. But back into this evening, we'll still even have temperatures back into the upper 60s just around the dinner hour. That bus stop forecast heading home, the mid 70s, partly cloudy skies with 75 degrees to greet you off the bus as we head towards this afternoon. Now we're going to continue that taste of fall on the way for this week, but how long will that last throughout this week and into next week? I'll be timing that out coming up in just a few minutes. Back over to you, Brooke.
All right, Matthew, thank you. A heads up for Louisville drivers on I-65 South. Starting today, you will experience a lane closure on the I-65 off-ramp at exit 136C. That takes you to both the Jefferson and Brook Streets. South Floyd Street will also be closed between East Jefferson and Liberty beneath that I-65 bridge. KYTC said the deck will be replaced along with repairs to concrete and installation of new barrier walls. Construction is expected to last through December. And take a look at this water main break. This all happened at Southwestern Parkway and River Park Drive around 8 o'clock Sunday night. Louisville Water Company told us a 12-inch main broke. And despite the amount of water you see here, the company said minimal impact. Less than 10 customers were affected. Louisville Orchestra's director, Teddy Abrams, just signed on for another 3 years. That ensures he'll remain as the band's director through the 2027-28 season. Abrams arrived in the Metro back in 2013 and became the official music director a year later. He said Louisville's become his home, and the orchestra has become internationally recognized at a time with so many projects that he loves, like the statewide In Harmony tour, which is unique in that the whole orchestra goes to all corners of the state to meet people where they are.
So these next 3 years are all going to be about making sure that everybody has access to our orchestra. The orchestra belongs to the people, and that's why over half of what we do already is totally free. And so many of our other programs are about making sure that every person, no matter what the barrier might be, realizes that there are no barriers to coming to the Louisville Orchestra. And that's every person in Louisville, and now it's every person in Kentucky.
Abrams was named Musical America's Director of the Year in 2022, and the New York Times has called him a maestro of the people. We agree. JCPS is set to receive new milk this week after the district pulled its supply out of the cafeterias Wednesday. Students complained the milk tasted funny and staff removed it immediately. The district supplier, Prairie Farm, said last week a combination of extreme temperatures, extended delivery times, and storage challenges contributed to concerns with that product served in Jefferson County Public Schools. The company said it has put a corrective plan into place. And until then, JCPS students will be offered water, juice, and shelf-stable milk with their meals. Taylor County schools head back to class today. And new this year, the Broadway campus will no longer allow drop-offs and pickups at the Taylor County Board of Office parking lot. Those schools impacted include Taylor County's primary center, intermediate school, and middle school. Families have two options that include the carpool line or busing to get their kids to school. You can find more information on the district's website. A happy first day back to class, Taylor County. Also today, the University of Kentucky just welcomed about 36,000 students to campus for the first day of class, a new school record. The increase in students is prompting some security enhancements from the university. The UK Police Department is adding new security measures like a first responder drone program and new permanent lighting along Winslow and Scott Streets. There's also a new campus safety app called Safe Zone that will give students fast and easy access to help when you need it.